What's up, guys, and welcome back to Rising Thrills, and today we're back here at Hersheypark on Thursday, July the 7th. So let's get into the park and see what all we can get on today. And the park doesn't seem too busy today. You know, we are being affected by these Canadian wildfires, so you know, it's not the best, you know, to come to the park, but it is what it is. It's not too terrible like back in 2023, but it doesn't seem like it's too crowded. We were able to park fairly close to the entrance, so let's get in the park and have some fun. It is National S'mores Week, but I'm sure by the time you see this video, it'll no longer be, but they have some s'mores options throughout the park, and they do have some s'more making stands. Hey guys, went over and got some Pepsi. You know, I've been trying to get different things recently, not just getting root beer like I used to, and you know, it's nice to try the different options they have. Pepsi, Starry, root beer, Mountain Dew. I think they do even have Orange Crush, but you can only get that at Simply Chocolate, so I'm not sure how that would work necessarily with the season drink plan. But now I think I'm going to get on to Candemonium if it does not have too long of a line. Hey guys, just got off of Candemonium, and actually the return run after the first airtime hill, I could actually see off to the right. They did have the turnaround and some of the supports, different parts from the Skyway, and just in general keep an eye on this section of the park. You know, because there is a lot of construction going on, so are they going to be adding a coaster here? I don't know, maybe, maybe not. Definitely just interesting to see what ends up happening, you know, in terms of, are they going to add anything next year? I mean, that's what I've been assuming for a while now, but I don't know. Maybe since we're not seeing any progress really right now, it might not mean anything. We might not see anything for next year, which would be kind of a bummer because, you know, this park, their schedule is usually add a coaster, then have an off year, and then add a flat ride, and then add another coaster. And, you know, that same schedule would be adding a coaster next year. So if they don't, then they'll be a little off that schedule. So we'll just have to see what ends up happening. Yeah, it's about 5 now, and the park is open until 9, so, you know, I guess now it's about 4 hours until the park closes. So, should be able to get on a few rides, definitely more than other previous visits where I didn't get on a ton. Hey guys, came and got the cheesesteak and the fries. Okay guys, now I'm going to get on Lightning Racer, row 6 on Lightning side. So let's get on it. Okay guys, just got off of Lightning Racer on Lightning, of course, and unfortunately we lost, but you know, it definitely is odd how shaky or rough this ride is, you know, just in the weirdest spots, and you know, something should be done about it. I mean, it's, you know, whether it be, you know, potholes or, you know, the ride settling, it is fairly rough. So hopefully something is done with that. I mean, I'm not sure if they would do something about it, but nevertheless, it was a good ride, I'd say. Okay guys, I'm gonna get back on Lightning Racer on Thunder, so let's get on it. Okay guys, I got off of Thunder, and surprisingly, I lost again. I don't know, maybe it's just bad luck or whatever, but you know, like I said earlier, it is pretty rough, you know, in just weird ways, but overall, I guess it was a fun ride. Hey guys, now I came over to Coastline Plunge, and I'm probably gonna get on Hydra or Pipeline, so let's get on it. Okay guys, we just did Hydra, and then we did Pipeline, and we ended up going backwards yet again. That's the second time that's happened. I don't know why it keeps happening, but nevertheless, both of them were fun, and probably the two best slides on this side of the complex. But overall, fun rides. Now we're gonna get on probably Pipeline and Riptide, so let's get on them. Okay guys, I just did pipeline and then hydra, or sorry, I just did pipeline and then riptide. And I definitely would say that pipeline, you definitely go up from side to side. It definitely goes back and forth in the tube. Like you definitely get a lot of, in the turns, you really go really high. And then riptide, I still think hydra's better. It's just, you know, a lot like hydra. But overall, they were both fun rides, and I enjoyed pipeline and riptide. Now I think we're gonna go over and do whirlwind and surge. So see you after those two. Okay guys, we just did surge, and honestly, surge is a lot like pipeline, except you have a section where the tube is open and water pours down on you. So it was honestly a lot of fun. And then we went over and did whirlwind, and honestly, I think whirlwind is a lot less intense than it looks. Like that first drop is pretty intense, but other than that, like the bowl, or the first drop into the bowl is pretty intense. But other than that, that slide is honestly not the best. But overall, I had fun on surge and whirlwind. So I guess that means we did everything over here at Coastline Plunge. All 6 slides at Coastline Plunge. Okay guys, I think now we're gonna go over to East Coast Waterworks and try to get on all of the slides over there. See, you know, because none of them really have any weight, so we'll get on all of those over there really quickly. It's not that hard to get on all of them, and then move on from there. Okay guys, we're probably gonna get on this pink slide here. I'm not sure what it's called. Get on that first, and then the orange and the yellow, and all of those other ones they have over here. So let's get on now. Okay guys, I just got off of the pink slide here, and honestly it is a lot of fun. You know, that drop and all the twists and turns, it's a lot of fun. And one key is to keep your back up, like sit upright instead of laying down, because then you won't feel the transitions from each piece of the slide. But moving on, probably getting on all the other slides here. Okay guys, I just did this small orange slide here, and honestly it's not that great of a slide. Nothing to be expected from it being that great, but you know, the first turn you do get a bit of whip, but overall you don't go that fast, and by the time you're at the bottom you don't splash at all. But overall it's pretty fun. Okay guys, I just did the orange slide over here, and then this yellow one, this big yellow one. So the yellow, you start a lot higher, and I feel like it goes a little slower than the orange, but nevertheless you start higher, and the orange is a little lower, but honestly they're almost exactly the same, just a little different, and they're both fun. I mean, they're not the best slides in the park, but you do get wet. I would say for this entire East Coast Waterworks structure, you get wet just going in it. So, but nevertheless, those 2 slides were pretty fun. Okay guys, I even did the small red spiral slide and the red dueling slide, because I knew if I didn't do it, somebody would say, oh, you didn't do every slide in the park. Okay guys, now we have about 20 minutes until the water park closes. So I think we're gonna do Whitecap Racer and Breaker's Edge. So we'll do Whitecap Racer maybe once or twice, and Breaker's Edge. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get on every slide on Whitecap Racer, but at least I'm gonna get on one of them. So that still should count for getting on every slide in the water park. But let's just get those done and see how many slides we can get on. So let's get on them. Okay, so I did slide number 4 on Whitecap Racer, and then I went over and got the slide on Whitecap Racer was pretty good, fun as usual. And then I went over to Breaker's Edge, and for some reason on the lift, the mat was like stopping and starting again, but overall it was a lot of fun, definitely very fast, and overall it was a lot of fun to ride Breaker's Edge. I don't ride it that much. And then I came over and I went on slide 5 and 6 on Whitecap Racer. So I was able to get 3 rides on Whitecap Racer. I didn't get on every slide on Whitecap Racer, but I still think it counts as getting on every slide at the Boardwalk here. I just missed 3, but you know, those are all clones over at Whitecap Racer, so I got 3 of them. So the other 3 are exact clones. So it's basically like getting every slide. I didn't get 2, or I didn't get 3 rather, but other than that, I got on every slide in the Boardwalk, and it was only in 2 hours, from 6 to 8, which I think is pretty great, getting on getting on all the slides except, you know, half of Whitecap Racer. So I think it was great to get on every slide in the Boardwalk, but now I'm gonna go over and get changed, and then get over on Wildcat or something. Okay guys, now I'm getting on Fahrenheit, but they're only running 2 trains, but it's not too bad since the line is so short. Welcome back. Okay guys, just got off of Fahrenheit. Great as usual. I mean, at this point, this is one of those rides that it's like, it just feels like a regular day. Like, it's not like, it is a fun ride and it is intense, but like, I think I've been on it so many times that it's like, you know, it just feels natural. It's like a very natural feeling, a natural experience to me since I've been on it so many times. Like, it's like, whatever. But overall, it was a fun ride. It was a little rattly, but that's to be expected from Fahrenheit. But overall, it was a fun ride. Okay guys, we came over to Spring Creek Barbecue, and I got the brisket sandwich. And this time I decided to try the corn muffin. I've never had the corn muffin before here. It looks like it's pretty good. The brisket, it doesn't look like it's quite as good as usual, especially like the bun and stuff, but we'll just have to try it and see how it is tonight. Okay guys, I finished at Spring Creek. I think the food was pretty good. The brisket sandwich wasn't quite up to par. I feel like there was a little like fat in the meat still, but that's the thing with Spring Creek Barbecue. It's always hit or miss. So I feel like it's just tonight, it wasn't the best, but I'm sure if any of you guys get it next time, it'll probably be a lot better. But it was, you know, very good. And the cornbread muffin, that was the first time I've ever had it. And honestly, I thought it was good, but honestly, I didn't really like it because it still had like full pieces of corn in it that they added into the batter. So it's not the best cornbread. Other than that, I thought the cornbread was really good. It's just, if they didn't have the full pieces of corn, it'd be perfect because the actual bread is really good. I really enjoyed the cornbread, but overall the food was great at Spring Creek Barbecue. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's going to be all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun. Got on all of the water slides in the Boardwalk except for 3 on Whitecap Racer, but we don't talk about that. Otherwise, got on all of the water slides in the water park. Got on Candemonium and Fahrenheit, got 2 meals, so great visit. Got 10,000 points towards the loyalty challenge. I think now I have like 95,000 points. I think that's about right. So definitely had a fun day, got on a lot of things, and really enjoyed myself. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you go down and do that. And I hope to see you in the next one, because we are going to be your #1 source for Hersheypark content here. So subscribe if you're not already, and see you in the next one.